Two daddies. Judging baddies. Welcome back to another episode of Two Daddies Judging Baddies. Where two everyday guys just hold you by the hand and guide you down the crazy path that is known as Reddit.
I think it's two typical dads.
Two
normal dads.
Two guys. No, because it's gotten, look, we
went off the rails.
We did. We went off the rails with the sexuality, okay? And we're gonna dial that back. We want you to know too that this is coming from mine and Dylan's own volition. Like there's been no comment because these are recorded in the future, or in the past.
We're gonna RLKYS.
Yeah, we're gonna RLKYS, and we're gonna take it back, okay? We want to respect women because we respect women, all of the women, not just the
pretty ones.
And not just the parts that we like, okay? Terrible joke just came to my mind. I'm going to say it just because it's bad. It's a bad joke. I'm not going to do it. Nope.
RLKYS.
Yes, RLKYS. RLKYS, we digress. We continue, okay? And look, we understand that, even if you are a new listener and this episode was many years in the past, we want you to know that that is not indicative of who we are, okay? It is not indicative of...
Heavy on the D part of that.
Real hard on the dick. See, and that RLKYS. And anytime we get too sexual, we're going to do the RLKYS, and then we digress and we continue. But this is absolutely, the best thing that we do. I enjoy it more than when I was making stupid
money.
Little shorts. Yeah, and money. Yeah. That's how you know I really like it. I think also, too, is like I'll watch back the episode, and I'll be like, man, I'm way too fat, and my beard's too long, and my hair is too just not kept up to be making. There's a difference, okay? When Mike was pretty Mike, he could make all the jokes in the world. Now he's just like wilderness dad Mike who just emerged from like a dumpster or something.
Ogre Mike.
Yeah, women are like onions, and if you peel back a layer, you see boobs, and it's just like, we don't want this guy talking about this stuff. We want wholesome stuff.
All right, RLKYS.
We're going to start this shindig off. I think I'm going to start it off, Dylan. You started off the past few ones, I think. I don't know. We got a pro revenge.
I think the last one you started, but...
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
RLKYS,
malicious compliance you did, but we're good.
We reverse gazumped a greedy landlord, and it was glorious.
Glory hold it.
Yeah, we reverse gazumped.
I don't know what gazump means.
Well, gazumped is when you are in the town of Gazumping, okay, and you walk around the leisurely town of Sexuality to get there. You kind of gazump your way down the mystical lollipop path of... Right, I don't fucking know. Gazumping occurs when an agent or seller accepts an offer you make to buy a property at an agreed price, but the property is sold to someone else. This usually happens when the vendor sells the property for a higher amount.
Exactly.
The English lady, it's just like gazump. He got gazumped. And I just have to be like, okay, that's real. That's a real thing.
This is not in America, would be my guess.
I guess, no. This happened 15 years ago, and it was one of the proudest moments of my life. My best friend and her husband have 5 kids together. God damn. Well, how is it at 3? They weren't like, we should not do this anymore.
They're helping to repopulate the earth. There's a population decline that's happening currently, and we need to expand.
They lived in an expensive city and rented an old 4-bedroom house for $400 per week. This was 1 year ago. This is not America.
No.
This is not America. The house was very run down and with a disgusting kitchen and sink drains, and it was all they could afford at the time. Still, they made it work. The owner was a nice old lady who was extremely wealthy and very fond of my friend. She froze the rent for 5 years and promised to let them buy the house once they had saved enough to get a loan from the bank. As she had helped other people in a very similar way, they knew they could trust her, so they saved every cent they could. It took them 5 years, but they finally told her they were ready. 2 days later, the nice old lady passed away before anything was put in writing.
Fuck.
Sad emoji face. Very sad. Very emoji. Enter the new owners. The lady's 4 children, each extremely wealthy in their own right. I just feel like what is it called? The Volturi from Twilight, just fucking standing on the balcony and they're fucking just looking down, just like...
Peasants.
Yes, we don't care about what our mother said. This is our property. This is our property. They inherited a huge portfolio of properties. When they first spoke to my friends, they assured them that the sale would still go through, but they would have to wait until probate had settled. Confident, my friends started making some changes to the place. They started by stripping the wallpaper, painting, and making plans. Finally, probate was settled, and the owners agreed to ahead with the sale for the previously agreed price. My friends applied for the loan, but to their shock, it was refused. The owners had raised the asking price by $80,000 without telling my friends. To make things even worse, the house would be put on open market. In 7 days, there would be an open house. With the market the way it was, it would probably sell immediately. My friends were devastated. They might be able to borrow enough, but it would take longer than a week to get. To make matters worse, property prices had soared recently and rent had gone up whilst theirs had been frozen. Not only were my friends going to struggle to get the loan, if the place was sold to someone else and they were asked for higher rent or were evicted, it would be nearly impossible to find an affordable place with 2 more bedrooms. I think this is where squatter rights kick in. I don't know. I don't know about that. All I see is the bad squatters that are just there, and they're not going to leave, and they're not going to move.
I mean, that's a tough scenario because technically they don't owe you anything. Like, there's nothing legitimate in place.
Right.
So had that agreement been signed, like the ink is dried on it, then sure, there's something. But, she passed away, nothing was in writing, and it's unfortunate for you, but you're about to get gazumped.
Yeah, you're about to get gazumped because we already know what happens. I was scared for my friends, but I was also incandescently angry. Those greedy sods were some of the wealthiest people in the city. They were screwing over a struggling family for less than $20,000 each. They didn't need the money. It was pure greed, and it was obvious that they had always planned to do this. So while my friends scrambled to come up with the money, I started plotting. I looked up advice on what helps to make a sale. We needed to make the place as undesirable as possible without making my friends look like a bunch of bad tenants. Uncluttered, we moved all the furniture from the walls, added some extra furniture, and borrowed ornaments and hung huge loads of motorcycle memorabilia on the walls. The place felt a lot more smaller. Smell. My friends boiled a head of cabbage on the stove, and we sprayed ammonia around the front and back doors because it smelled like the neighborhood cats had been marking their territory. We also poured 24 rotten eggs down the drain to make it smell like sewer gas. Neighborhood. We obtained a moldy old couch and dumped it in front of the neighbors across the street with permission, of course. Neighborhood number 2. We started calling friends for help. Anybody with a loud and crappy car was asked to do a few laps around the block during opening day.
Nice.
The street was unusually busy that day. Everyone we knew found a reason to drive by. It was particularly rush hour. It was practically rush hour. I can't read. Neighborhood 3, we called out mates from the rugby club. Full contact football without any of that soft padding.
Is it neighborhood or just neighbor?
Neighborhood number 3. This is
weird.
what they're doing to the neighborhood. A big portion of our club are very large men. The next door set up a barbecue in their front yard, and we offered free food and cheap beer. They came on motorcycles wearing their roughest gear. There was quite a crowd.
This is pretty epic.
This is. A lot of people showed up for opening day. Quite a few were in and out within minutes. One lady sat in her car and watched the party next door before driving away. One bloke who stayed at any length was brave enough to start up a conversation with someone leaving the party. He asked if they were there often and was told every couple of weeks or so they have an after-party morning, and the party the night before was 3 doors up. The party goers also helpfully mentioned the troublesome drains that are always getting blocked by tree roots and stinking up the place. The potential buyer left without making an offer. So my friends were the only ones to make an offer. They still had to pay more than they had planned, but not as much as the greedy bastards wanted. My friends signed the papers and paid the deposit that day. So when the brave buyer put up an offer of $30,000 more than my friends, there was nothing the owners could do about it. Strict anti-gazumping laws. I would have loved to see the owners' faces when they found out. For other people who are saying they had cheap rent, they didn't. $400 was the rent in 2004, that was pretty high back then. By the time the lady died, the average rent for a house that size has gone up by about $40. Nowadays, 4-bedroom houses in the area go for approximately $800 per week.
Per week.
Oh, their rent was $400 per week. I would never pay weekly rent.
That's $1,600 a month.
Yeah, just tell me the monthly price. Don't have me in charge of doing the math.
This is a motel if we're paying by the week.
Yeah. There was a motel up where we used to stay at. We'd always go up there and fuck with like the crackheads and stuff. And
so what was the gazumping then?
I guess someone else put in an offer.
So they can't like they can't knock you out because they offer a higher thing or something?
I don't get it. But that's good revenge. That's pretty smart. I feel like that's out of like a movie or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they had just seen Step Brothers and they were like, let's do that. Which Step Brothers did it better because they had like a Klan member out there, I think. And
A racist,
which in this day and age
could be
sold.
reality.
Yeah, sold.
I like this neighborhood.
Have I told you guys that my brother is in a motorcycle gang that they don't own any motorcycles?
I think that might have been MADHD. But
yeah, well, it's a different time now, so people get by with a lot more stuff. You could start motorcycle gangs now without owning any motorcycles. So I don't know if all that would have worked. You see the big guys across the street, and they're just like, meh, we'll find some, guys who like motorcycles. They don't own them yet, you know what I'm saying? But when they buy the house, they can then look forward to getting their first motorcycle and really being able to get out there on the because they beefed with another motorcycle gang. That's what's crazy.
Did they have motorcycles?
I hope, because like imagine like them all getting into a field and they're just like and they're all like pantomiming being on a motorcycle and they're all like circling around each other and there's like one guy in the field who they're circling and he's like, oh god, I'm so scared.
Just like, do they at least have like mopeds or something? No two-wheeled vehicle.
Barely any of them have cars. Their little meetups, their wives drive them. And they get in there and like, I don't know how it goes, honestly.
South Park does such a good job of.
I wonder how the fuck they get away with it though.
Because it's honest, like comedy. Like it's legit poking legitimate fun at people. Because everybody knows, like when you're on one of those motorcycles and you sound like that, you know the only other person you're impressing is some other jackass that rides a motorcycle.
Oh man, look how cool he sounds, man. We all sound cool like that, but we do it for the women. We do it for the women, not the tattooed jack guys. That's not how we do it. We do it for the women. They really like it. I'm sorry, the only people that like it is like my mom and like Newport lady that I do. She likes a good, oh man, a guy on a motorcycle so badass.
Well, a guy on a motorcycle can be considered badass, but if you feel the need to just all the time,
just because you ride a motorcycle, and that whole thing of like, there's guys in videos where a motorcycle stops and he's like, we didn't give you permission to pass. I could literally drive into you guys and make this a tragedy where you're like, your family's crying and shit like that, and you're just like, we don't know what happened. He just ran into all of us and it was terrible.
What are you talking about? We don't give you permission to pass?
Like, there's so many videos of like other motorcyclists being stopped and people driving cars that stopped, and like the motorcyclists will be like, hey, when you see us drive, you don't have permission to pass us while we drive 5 to a lane, okay? And they're just like blocking everything up. And
yeah,
like if you're on a highway, you're not supposed to pass a motorcycle gang. Bullshit.
Yeah, no.
I'm in the death tank, okay? I'm in the death tank. Y'all were in the God, remember when I used to make the motorcycle jokes on Facebook? Oh boy, it would open up a can of motherfucking worms, baby. I would be like, what did I say? Get your lawn clippings out of the road so I don't wreck going 126 miles an hour. Okay. And then there was one where it was like, because someone was like, my friend died during that, you know what I'm saying? But at least he died doing what he loved. And I'm like, I doubt he really loved hurtling through the air at 100 miles an hour before splatting into a telephone pole. Don't think that was on his list of things that he loved. I was fucked doing it, but hey, somebody's got to do it. Motorcycle in the pit bull community, man, they are the biggest. They get on your ass, and I'll double down.
See, like I know plenty of motorcycle riders that aren't those jackasses, and that's the thing is it's basically like the extreme woke left. Like most people left leaning aren't that fucking crazy, but
a lot are.
It's the ones that
remember I said gay that one time. They got mad, so they're definitely gonna get mad at you, dog.
Did they get mad?
Yeah, they did. Oh god, that one person.
Yeah, that one person.
That said she could never listen again, or he could never listen again.
They,
them can never listen.
All right,
their heels.
RLKYS. And we digress, and we continue.
Why did all the transgender people go to Oklahoma when they heard about the gold rush? Or fuck me, fuck.
Why?
Fuck. Why did all the transgender people go to Oklahoma during the gold rush? Okay.
Why?
Because they heard there was gold in them hills. God damn it!
You're so good. All right.
We digress and we continue.
RLKYS. Best of today I fucked up. The week of 10/14/2018. Today I fucked up by hiding in my girlfriend's room while her parents are home. That's not a good idea. As the title states, I'm currently fucking up by being in my girlfriend's room. Oh, he's writing this while in the room.
This in the closet.
It's legitimately
if I'm dead,
today.
you know who did it.
You may be thinking she's here with me, scared to be caught, but she's not. In fact, she's nowhere near me because she's at school. My girlfriend and I live about an hour away from each other, and she has school, so you can imagine seeing each other as not the easier thing right now. My girlfriend also lives with her parents, and she's Asian, meaning no boyfriend until college, though her mom seems okay with it. On Wednesday, we developed a plan to have me sleep over at her house without getting caught. The plan was simple. I would come when her parents were gone at work. They own a restaurant. Math checks out.
Keep going. God damn it, Dylan. Racist and homophobic in one goddamn. This is what you can't do. You got to read.
RL, KY.
You got to learn. And then after that, you got to kill yourself.
And I would leave in the morning when her dad takes her to school because her mom would still be sleeping. It went great. I made it out. Even ran to my car, which wasn't necessary because by the time her dad was coming back, I was driving out of her neighborhood. It sounds like you needed to run because if her dad saw you walking, probably get caught.
Think the dad can fight?
RLKYS, Mike.
What did I say? I said dads can fight. What are you talking about?
No. We know what you meant.
I meant nothing. I asked, did you think the dad can fight? That's it.
You didn't ask. You stated it. It was.
I didn't. How do you state a question?
You didn't do a question.
I said, do you think the dad can fight? That's what I asked.
Dad can fight.
There's no. I didn't even.
Fast forward to that night, and I ended up going back over. One night was not good enough. We needed to fuck again. Thursday goes good. I go to her room in the morning and end up going back to sleep until she comes home. Now it's Friday morning. Damn, dude. Fucking start paying rent.
Yeah, you live there now.
Her dad almost caught us because he wanted to take the recycling out, but she quickly got it for him. Then she leaves. I lock her bedroom door and settle in her bed where I'll be for the next 7 hours waiting for her to come back. Her dad comes back, comes upstairs, tries to open the door. Fuck, it's locked. He pauses, turns on the light. I assume he looks in her brother's room, then tries the door again. Still locked for obvious reasons he doesn't know about. He says something to himself. I don't speak Chinese, but I really wish I did. Then goes back downstairs where he sleeps on the couch. I text my girlfriend, almost dying because of how scared I am to get caught. She tells me to chill. Tells me they don't have keys to their doors. The only way to open it is to take the handle off. She texts her dad saying the door's locked and she can unlock it later. He says okay. Her dad doesn't always listen, so that worries me. Yeah,
But that's so suspicious. Like, how does she know I was trying her door?
Yeah. I don't know. Pretty sure her dad went back to sleep now, and her mom isn't awake. Now I'm currently laying in her bed wide awake, texting her, asking my parents what to do. Have had similar experiences and got caught, and trying not to freak the fuck out because I can't do anything. So wait, this ain't the first girl you're just crashing in her parents?
You spent a lot of nights in a lot of rooms.
I think when I was sneaking in my girl's room, back when I was a teenager, I don't think I told my parents.
Me neither.
I don't think it was
well, my parents wouldn't have cared.
I don't know that my parents would have cared, but they probably would have been disappointed, like that I was breaking the rules at somebody else's house.
Bro, one girl I dated, did not give a fuck. Her parents smoked weed, so they'd go back into their room to smoke. And I don't know why it took them so long to smoke weed, but
smoke, fuck, smoke
right?
Some more,
yeah,
fuck.
just like they would have like 6 people over back in the room with the door closed, smoking weed. The whole house would smell like weed, and then we would be in the living room having sex on the couch.
Jesus, that's bold.
Yeah, they would be in the living room. We'd go on the front porch and have sex. And she was just like, wherever we can have sex, that's where I want to have sex at. And I'm just like,
well, we were kind of, I don't know what you'd want to call it, like pioneers. We'd like pick different places that we hadn't hooked up, and like anytime there was an opportunity, we'd hook up in different places. So there were times where like her mom was in her bedroom and we were like out on the couch. We weren't fucking, but we were doing other stuff.
Her dad did drywall. Yeah. He would go to a house to do it. So we would be like, we're going to hang out in the car. We'd have sex in the car. And her dad, oh man, he could have beat the fuck out of me. Like,
yeah, he's a drywaller.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And I mean, he's like one of those dudes where like he's skinny, but he has muscle, and you could tell like it looks like he's made of fucking leather and wood. And I was just like, I want to die
but it's
I'm
worth
gonna
it.
do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Pretty sure her dad went back to sleep now, and her mom isn't awake. All right, already read that. Escaping is impossible. Her window has blinds and a screen and is second story. That ain't nothing. Jump. Going downstairs and out the door is foolish. Her dad sleeps on the couch and the stairs are noisy. Yeah, that's dumb. Plus, I have no idea what time her mom wakes up. I have no choice but to sit here for the next 7 hours. Maybe try to get some rest, but I doubt I will. Anyone have any advice? She's 19, I'm 20. Her parents don't even know she has a boyfriend. Well, yeah, and like, she's not in college yet? It said no boyfriend until college. Like, what the fuck's your girl doing in high school at 19?
Right.
No boyfriend until college. That bitch should be in college.
I think she might not be 19 years old, player.
I imagine they'll be beyond pissed if they find out I'm here. We'll both be fucked. Not only is she dating me, but I'm staying in her house without them knowing. It's scary to think there could be someone in your house and you wouldn't even know it. I feel bad for doing this, but I love my girlfriend and I'm literal melted butter in her hands. That's what she said. Update. Probably should have gotten up with her right away, but chose to stay in bed. Now I have to poop really badly. Oh, this is you the other day on the podcast.
It is. I did have to poop really bad, guys.
About 6 more hours to go, though. R.I.P. my bowels and my asshole. Why? Like, I mean, just squeeze, clench.
Yeah, it's...
Is your butthole gonna, like,
poke your ass
atrophy or something?
Poke your ass out the window.
Out the window.
Yeah, poke it out the window. Grab one of our socks from the drawer and really...
poop in, like, the trash can there, and then, like, her dad's just sitting there like, why does it smell like shit in my daughter's room?
Oh, fuck.
Also, for some reason, everything in her house fucking creaks. So I have to be very careful with what I do on the bed, sleeping position-wise. Update, 09:54 a.m. About 5 more hours to go. I still have to poop. Not as badly, though. Yeah, hold it in. It'll go away.
That's right. Be a man.
However, a new problem has arose. I grabbed a hard-boiled egg earlier when her dad was gone, 2 baby oranges, and a piece of Hawaiian bread. I ate the egg, obviously, because I can't really eat all day, and most of one of the baby oranges, and 2 bites off the little square of bread. Tummy feels a bit weird. Hope I don't throw up because it's very hard to be silent while your guts spill on the floor. Also, think of napping, but too afraid. I'll let out a massive fart or make some noise. Girlfriend stopped replying due to class. I've given up on the idea of escaping a long while ago.
Oh, she's in class. She's in college. So she could date.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is she's got to be in high school, technically, if they're saying she can't date until college.
She's 19 years old. I think homie's lying.
We don't know that. The dad is of no concern. Pretty mid-level threat, but low for now. Mom is high level once she wakes up, though. Hopefully she'll leave for work, but it looks like that might not happen as she isn't awake yet and supposedly would leave at 10:30. Quick update. 09:55. Mom is awake and went downstairs. I think she'll make breakfast or something. Dad is talking to mom. Don't know about what, because I don't speak Chinese. Hope they don't try the door again. Really feel like I'm going to shit and throw up now. This is an update 8 minutes later. Good update. 10:03 a.m. Good news. Pretty sure the mom just left. Pretty sure I can hear her dad snoring. I can finally relax a little. Might actually catch some shut-eye. Off to play a bit of FIFA Mobile and then maybe sleep for a few hours. 17 minutes later. Okay, another update since it was asked for. Mom's long gone for sure. Dad's asleep. Not snoring, but I'm pretty sure he's sleeping. Unfortunately, girlfriend hasn't answered text for the last 2 hours. Finally beat a team in FIFA after playing them for the 20th time. Yeah, thanks for the update on the FIFA game. Every time the air conditioner turns on, it makes this loud-ass noise, so every time that happens, I get spooked. I'm glad everyone is getting a good laugh out of it. Someone thought this post was fake, which is fine. Not really sure how to prove it's real. As I said before, hiding under the bed is impossible. The only place to hide is her closet, which will be a tight squeeze. Hoping it doesn't come to that. Dad will probably sleep all day as he stays up all night talking to his friends in China, so his body is in another time zone. Might just nap when the girlfriend comes home, as she usually naps after class. Thanks for the good luck. See you in an hour or so when something interesting pops up. Updated 11:40, so this is an hour and 20 minutes later. Hello, my girlfriend knows this exists now, so hello. Enjoy my pain in these comments. So far, Dad's still asleep. Mom is at work. AC still spooks me. Here's some answers to questions. Girlfriend's birthday is late. Yes, dad works, but he can't handle work, so he goes later, around 6, I think. And I'll make it clear now, I'm not planning to escape. It would be stupid. I truly think girlfriend's dad doesn't care enough to try and bust down the door. Also, yes, Florida is a stand your ground area, but dad doesn't own guns, just knives. I mean,
That's equally scary, equally painful.
Or just or just his fists. Because a mad dad. I don't care.
That's what I was saying. Mad dad can probably fight. Had nothing to do with his ethnicity. God,
Sure.
bless America.
Sure. Racist. I feel like I could run faster, used to play soccer, and have been practicing boxing for years, and more recently Muay Thai, so I know how to run and fight. Motherfucker, if you lay hands on that dad, you're an asshole.
Right, yeah, you immediately become an asshole. They are out of wrongdoing and secrecy.
You should take every lick that is dealt to you.
Because it doesn't matter if she is 19, she's under her parents' roof, so...
Yes, you are in his house.
You abide by his rules, and you're breaking the rules, and if you end up fighting the dad... then
catch an ass whooping.
Yep.
And take it and be RLKYS. To those asking for proof, if you tell me how to upload a pic, then I'd have no problem doing that. As for my poop situation, I still have to go, but it's not that bad anymore. Yes, I have a bit of orange and bread left, and I have headphones that are supplying me with some nice Spotify service. Also, I played campaign mode in FIFA. Finally beat Chapter 2 after 3 days. See you in an hour. Not really an update, but I'll post a link to girlfriend and I's text, and her room door had to re-upload because her face was exposed. Proof. Reddit. Bitches. Don't believe me.
Right.
Update again. I didn't see a post that got deleted. I deleted the link to the pic because it had her face in it, but I uploaded a new pic and posted the link up above. If this shit is deleted, then what the fuck, Reddit? You want to fight? As for my bowels, still gotta go, but not as badly. I'm probably going to watch some YouTube or Netflix, since sleeping isn't a good idea. I'll update in an hour as always. Update. Try using your phone to view. Anyway, good news. As we speak, I'm shitting in the toilet. Dad left. Pooping has never felt so good. I'll update when my girlfriend comes back. Update. Girlfriend is home. I pooped as soon as the dad left. Yes, I know it's stupid staying longer, but now that my girlfriend is home, I'm safe. No, you're not. For those who are asking why didn't I leave when I got the food, there was a very tiny window to do things, and I didn't have my bag packed. You leave your fucking bag.
Right, yeah. Right, if they're not checking for you, they're not checking for your bag.
A random fucking bag is no problem. Your girlfriend could say that, it's a friend's bag that she brought home. Like, there's a million ways to get the fuck out of the house. There will be one more update after this when I get home, the true safe zone. As for now, the girlfriend and I are going to play FIFA and chill until I have to leave. Final update. Hello, I'm at my house in bed, nowhere near my girlfriend's parents. I have pooped twice. It went well. Thank you for asking. I don't think we needed the second poop update.
Right, yeah.
About my girlfriend's age. She went to school in China at first and has a late birthday. Therefore, she's making up credits and will be going to actual uni soon. So she is in high school.
As far as what? No, look, this is Reddit detectives on his ass.
She's not finished university and gotten a degree, therefore no boyfriend. Oh, she has to after college, not during college. I mean, different culture.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Kind of dumb, but...
For those of you saying she's an adult, her parents don't control her, they do. She lives under their house.
Right, yeah.
As long as she lives there and they support her financially. Not to mention she isn't white. She's Asian, Chinese specifically. I myself am Italian Cuban, so the same rules for me go for me until I move out. Planning to before the end of next year.
What a delicious cuisined household that would be.
Yeah.
Them kids would be, I would be
together,
a fat fucking kid, yeah.
Imagine all the holidays and just family get-togethers.
You get the best of both worlds.
Many of you ask why I didn't leave when her dad left to pick her up instead of pooping. First off, I had to poop so badly. Secondly, I won't see her for a while, and recently she got hurt, so I've been helping her tend to her wounds so she doesn't need to go to the hospital. Mom's a nurse, taught me everything since I was young. I wanted to be there for her in person. Also, yes, her parents own a restaurant. I won't post any more updates, 99.9% chance I won't because it's over, but will reply to DMs and replies. Final permanent update.
This multiple times he said final. There was a 99% chance that he would not update.
He just said that he wasn't. Or yeah,
Right,
this is the final update. The second
mega
final
super
update.
super duper ultra final update.
Yes, it's about almost a year later. She broke up with me a few months ago. I'm glad you all enjoyed my pain. Laughed my ass off. Just wanted to write this just in case anyone comes back to read this and is wondering what happened almost a year later. I'm currently happy. Perhaps have a bit of a thing going on with a different girl. I'm mentally and physically better than when I did this stupid shit. I will never do this again, and I don't suggest anyone else do it. I had about 5 heart attacks throughout the whole thing, and it was a shitty thing to do. If I was the dad and found out, I would be beyond pissed. Sorry, Mr. X's dad. Yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing better. Enjoy your day or night. Currently staying in my girl. Yeah, no.
Yeah. That was a slog, brother.
Could have been a page.
Right, yeah, that was a slog. That was a hard one to get through.
We didn't need all.
I got re-sleepy during that.
We didn't need all the updates.
I took power naps to work hard, and I was like, I'm re-sleepy during this.
Gotta poop.
That's not going to be one of the ones we cut up. That's going to be the ones I'm just like, I get through that, But still a good story.
That's the one that people can go to sleep to.
Yes, that is. You could.
It's a bedtime story.
Yeah, you can throw this one on. Was that our first story? That was our second story.
That was our third.
Our third story?
Because you started.
I started. That was our second story.
Second story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn. That one just took a long time, but no sexualness.
Don't judge me.
So, hey, no sexualness.
I can't help that I can't read.
So, since there's been no sexualness, throw me one of those today I fucked up.
It's about a penis.
I guarantee it is. That's one thing, man. Today I fucked up is all about dicks.
Does it say NSFW?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
I was about to say no, but then it said yes, it does. All right.
Listeners of the Two Daddies Judging Pet.
Do you think we do that still? We're taking a step back.
We don't have to include all the other things. We could just simply warn them that if
Listeners
they're at work,
of the Two Daddies Judging Baddies.
Judging Patties.
This next story is not safe for work.
Don't listen at work.
So if you don't like stories involving cocks.
Stop. Nope.
Cocks.
Nope.
Balls.
Nope.
Balls.
Stop.
I'm still going to do it. Titties. Or vaginas.
RLKYS.
Then get the fuck off now, because that's exactly what Mike and Dylan are about to talk about. I didn't expand on it. I didn't repeat cocks, balls, tits, and ass. I didn't repeat all that stuff. No, I did not repeat cocks, balls, tits, and ass. Okay, I only said cocks, balls, tits, and ass one time. So the fact that I only said cocks, balls, tits, and ass one time means that it's okay because we didn't expand on cocks, balls, tits, and ass. Okay, so all right,
go for 10.
No, I can't do it. I could 10 times. That's a lot. Time I fucked up by getting too drunk, puking on an infant, getting into a fist fight with Papa Bear, and getting banned for life from the pizza place in town.
Today I fucked up. This didn't happen today, rather 2 years ago. There you go.
There we go. Look, time I fucked up.
No, today.
I'm on mobile. You guys know the drill. So while browsing this beautiful sub, I was suddenly reminded of the moment I discovered how low I can get as a human being. Thinking back on it, it's kind of a funny story and probably traumatizing for the poor kid and family involved. So since you guys have given me a lot of great stories, let me share mine. This sounds like I've been browsing this.
I crafted it.
Yeah, so
I wrote this story.
I crafted this story that I knew would fit along. Look, me and Dylan are not going to shy away from the truth. We'll be like, hey, this story was boring as fuck. That could, like Dylan said, it could have fit on one page. And then I've been on this up for a while, and I've crafted the perfect story.
Well, that's where I don't like some of the different ones. It's like top 1% poster. Like, how do you become that unless you're fabricating stories? Like,
yeah, there's no way your life is that. My life has been crazy, but I don't have that many goddamn stories. I was 19 at the time and working in a shitty IT help desk job. I just got off work and I was going back home, anxious to get some food in my belly since it was 5 p.m. and I hadn't eaten since last night. On my way back home, I get a call from my buddy. Yo, cock muncher, want to grab some pizza and a drink or two? Insert place's name. My growling stomach and lack of will to live at this point, thanks to my job, made the sound of both pizza and alcohol seem erotic. Fuck yeah, be there in 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, we got a seat and a beer and outside of the tables. Or at one of the outside tables. Now, this pizza place was kind of a bar restaurant gig with all the tables and chairs being outside. They had the absolute best pizza, cheap alcohol, and massive playground, so it was routinely packed with families and students. We started talking shit, down on our beers, smoking our lungs out, and waiting for pizzas to come. That sounds like a great evening.
That's a good
That
place.
sounds like a magical. Oh my God, this sounds Coral. This sounds like a magical evening. I want to do that, Dylan. Dylan, you should take me out to that pizza place where we can smoke and eat pizzas and drink beers.
I mean, that's how I spent my 20s, my early 20s.
Now as a dad, it feels a lot better though too.
No, then you're worried about the kid the whole time.
Yeah, fuck yeah, on the playground. And you're like, can't get too drunk because, you know, I got to be the protector, blah, 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 blah.
Got to drive them home.
Yeah, got to drive them home. The other thing about this place, the pizzas take forever. The prep work on the pizzas alone probably takes them half an hour. My buddy and I are on
What?
Nick's Burgers, but you can't tell me something doesn't take a long fucking time, and then you go to Nick's Burgers and they'll be like, this will be out in 45 minutes. But they are jam-packed all the time. There's no time you can go into Nick's, which is the best burger place in America. You can go into Nick's. You're just being a fucking contrarian right now, which is annoying as fuck.
It's delicious.
I know it's
not the best.
Most delicious.
It is not the best.
You do not. It's Nick's Burgers and welcome. Go there.
It's delicious. It's great. Delicious. It's fantastic. It's not
every
the
time
best
you go
place
there, you have to wait 45 minutes because it's always packed. My buddy and I are on our third draft by the time the pizza comes, but man, I creamed myself when I did see it come. I'm really glad I creamed myself. Got a little story real quick. Okay. So my brother was dating this girl.
Is this when you're talking about you creamed yourself?
No. My brother was dating this girl, Tiffany. All right. And she was very different looking than other girls. Okay. And I assume my brother dated this girl because he couldn't really date a lot of girls. He's not a good looking lad himself. Perfect fit, whatever. Everybody loves everybody. She is at our house eating the paper thin tube steaks that you get from Walmart that have been fried up on a skillet with no seasoning at all. Extra poor people shit, okay? She eats the steak, and as soon as she gets done, she goes, that steak was so good, I creamed my jeans. And my brother was just like, I have to break up with you.
Right there in the moment?
As soon as she said it. Yeah. As soon as she said it, just destroyed her. Destroyed her because she said she creamed her jeans during that.
Was he mad because she's never said that he made her cream her jeans?
No, it was just it was so weird to say in front of you because our whole family was there. Like me, my brother, and because I'm younger at this point, I'm like 12 or something, and then stepdad and mom, and she was like, I was so good, I creamed my jeans, and my drug addict parents were just like, what a weird thing to say right after you eat a steak. Not like this steak was good one. Like we knew we were poor and this is not like top of the line steak. That's why for the longest time, man, I was like, I do not like steak. Like steak's not that good. I don't see why everybody's like, oh my God, steak. And then I had a steak that was like, it cost more than $11. And I was like, this is the best shit ever. What is this? Who hid this from me? Oh yeah, my fucking parents.
Well, they just cooked it bad.
But yeah, she said I creamed my jeans and my brother was just like, I break up with you now. Another funny story, too, is he was dating this one girl. It was the first girl he had ever had. He was like 17 at the time. They ain't got Mikey's jeans. Like, they ain't got my jeans. They ain't got my game, okay? But, so we're sitting in his, because he lived in the shed out in the back, and they had just broke up. You know what I'm saying?
Your brother lived in the shed out back?
Yeah. Yeah. And it had no air conditioner or nothing like that. But fuck it, whatever.
Fuck you guys, I'm moving out.
I was trying to mac on this homeless lesbian girl that we had living at our house, and she was like 25, and like giving into my seduction. I was just like, I don't know what's going on, and I don't think this should be working. But like we're sitting in there, we're like bullshitting and talking and stuff like that, and he's devastated because they just broke up. Is his first love, whatever. So I put on
the homeless 25-year-old?
No. The homeless 25-year-old is like sitting there with me, and we're like not joking on him because he's like sitting there crying, but we're like, it's a little bit much, man, because he's like crying. So finally he starts to like feel a little bit better, and he's like, like getting in the spirit of everybody playing around and shit like that. And I'm like, man, you shouldn't feel this good this quickly. Like you gotta stew on it a little bit. So I put on Evanescence, My Immortal. This man, sobbing so hard, took off down the road on his bicycle, and I'm telling you, he was like a quarter mile away. You could hear him crying. Just wailing in the distance. So we were like, okay, look, we're going to go after him. And she's like, well, we could go in the shed and make out. And I was like, no, because it's starting to feel weird. Like, I don't know what's happening here. We did not like pursue the thing any farther because I was like, it's too easy. You know what I'm saying? Something's off about this. But I'm like, I'm going to go after my brother. And then we met a very angry possum. We don't know like if it would have attacked us or not, but it's like we're walking on the sidewalk and we didn't have the wherewithal to be like walk on the other side of the sidewalk. But as like we're approaching him, we're like, like he'll run away, and he's just sitting there like hissing, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna fuck with that. So I walked back. So I couldn't say my brother because
fuck your brother.
There was a possum, and also, I guess later on in life showed that he did not deserve the saving. We proceed to slam back our beers and dig in. I down my entire brand new draft and feel the bubbles start to build up. I try to release the gas burping, but the bubbles are fizzing faster than I can release them. On top of that, thanks to me not eating all day as well, my stomach is beginning to fight back against me and protest from the lack of care I've been giving it. This isn't looking good.
This is sounding like you made this story up.
Yeah, it is.
Because if you ever chug beer like that, like you literally have to chug like a pitcher of beer before you get any of those feelings. Drinking a beer or two,
you'd have to have
chugging it
like a bird
that,
belly, and then you would know not to chug it. Yeah. Even me, who doesn't drink alcohol, can chug a good amount of beer before even like being like, oh.
I think the only time I've had like an instant situation like that was we had this weird hose that we connected to like a gravity bong that we had stuck on a mattress pump so we could like smoke mad amounts of weed, and that thing fit a 2-liter. That's what was on top of the mattress pump. And so we had another 2-liter that we just stuck the little hose on, and then we could make it into a beer bong. And so we filled up a 2-liter worth of beer, and I gravity bonged 2 liters of beer. And that was like my stomach was like, okay, that's too much liquid.
Well, also,
period.
You fucking, okay. You
2 liters of beer, like downed in like 8 seconds.
Because you're talking about like gravity bongs. Andrew, the guy that got beat to death in Charlotte, we were smoking weed at his house, man, and he just fucking hits this bong really fucking hard, and he starts coughing, and then all of a sudden, just throws up, and dog, in the middle of the throw up, a whole piece of bacon. And I was like, chew it, man. Like it's a whole unchewed, just undamaged.
Have you ever thrown up macaroni and cheese?
Yeah.
Because like, that comes out exactly.
Chew up all these. Did y'all pour them back together in my stomach? Like
it's just like all macaronis. And it's like, do I not chew my food at all?
Why do women listen to this podcast? We're like, we're not sexual, but now we're just nasty. Oh my God. But yeah, it's just like a fucking whole piece of bacon, man. It's like that fucking long.
See, you got to get concerned if it was a whole hot dog. He's just like,
right. Yeah. That's when I'm just like, ooh, brother. Whoa. What are you
you're supposed to chew them, right?
What are you doing? All right. But I mean, I told you about when I fucking shotgunned the Four Loko and I threw up on that girl, Jada. Yeah. It was Jada.
Pinkett Smith.
No, not her, because then Will Smith would slap me, okay? And you don't want to get slapped by Will Smith. Get off your watch phone.
My wife's wondering when I'm gonna be home.
Never. We're fucking
marathon.
Bro, we've been cooking with gas, man. We've been cooking with gas the past 2 days, dude. Fucking efficiency. All right, being the concerned friend he was, my buddy proceeded to laugh and slap me in the back hard. That bust open the damn walls. In order to not throw up or still hot from the oven pizza, my head turned to the side and let it all out, unable to contain it anymore. All over a toddler who was sitting at the table with his family next to us. All I hear my friend wheezing in the background and a giant fucking bear of a man-father emitting an arse puckering. And maybe it is real because it's fucking British. Ooh, what the fuck did you just do? I grabbed some napkins and tried to stand up to help this crying kid deal with the aftermath of my poor life choices, but then it hit me. First the alcohol, then the Papa Bear's fist. I lose my footing, and I swear my soul leaves my body for a second. I rejoice for the more... Can I stop this? Can I stop this early?
You want to stop it?
Fuck yeah, I want to stop it. It's just not real. It just doesn't feel real. Like, if somebody throws up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I told you about the fucking... when we're at the 4th of July, and I'm sitting there, and I feel sick, and I'm like battling it, and then I try to catch it, but it goes through my hands and it's like lands on the back of the guy. Yeah. And he's just like, "Oh, you all right, buddy?" That's how people react.
Well, yeah, for a kid, but if you're a drunk asshole at a fucking restaurant.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going then. God damn it. I lose my footing and I swear my soul leaves my body. I rejoice for mortal problems do not affect the dead. I snap back a second later and curse God and Satan for not taking me when they had the chance. Papa Bear is standing over me about to smash his meaty fist into my face again, and my drunken mind isn't going to stand for it. In a drunken fury, I rolled to the side of the pavement, smashing fist, and stood up. My rage and adrenaline momentarily burning away the last few beers, and we spar. It lasts about 5 seconds before he picks me up like I was a toy and throws me against the wall. By this time, the manager and a few other of the beefier staff had arrived. Maybe it's real because he's not, he's just getting his ass whooped. Seeing that I'm already no longer a threat, considering I got thrown like a dirty cum rag against the wall, they focus on Papa Bear. After he had about 5 guys clinging to his limbs and trying to restrain him, he decides he's over me and goes back to a still crying kid and frantic wife. I then was promptly picked up by the staff and carried out of the establishment and firmly told I would be arrested on sight if I ever came back. Supposedly after the incident, they implemented a no under 21 allowed to drink unless, no one under 21's allowed to drink unless with parent supervision. This is obviously a different country because you cannot drink anywhere in public, knowingly being under 21. For those asking, how the hell did you get alcohol at 19? I live in a country that the legal drinking age is 18. What it should be. Sorry, I know that sounds either drinking alcohol needs to be 18 or serving in the military needs to be 21. You can't have a kid go and die for fucking America, but he is not allowed to drink a beer. That's that's the wildest thing. Edit 1 for those. Edit 2. Obligatory. This is BIEW up edit. What? I don't fucking know.
What is it? Let me see.
It says THISBIEWU. Oh, this blew up. Okay, I get it. Edit. Wow, 10K up dudes. At least I got some sweet karma out of this. Almost makes going a whole year without the best pizza in the city worth it. Almost makes making up a fake story worth it. Like, wow, I got so many fucking clicks off that fake story. Get a juicy one, Dylan. I'm going to talk about one that just makes my fucking...
Throw me the am I the asshole.
Pants pop up in a tent shape. Because of my legs and not because of anything sexual.
Am I the asshole for bringing my sister-in-law's wallet to the restaurant when she conveniently always forgets it? Juicy enough?
I thought you were looking at me because we've already read this one.
I don't think this one.
Because she always gets out of trying to pay for stuff. And in this one, they're like, oh, I did bring your wallet.
I think there was a guy one. I mean, if we read it.
No, we didn't do it. I looked at the cover the whole time. I was like, read it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because, getting that, like, bringing my sister's wallet to the restaurant, I was just like, oh, because she always, I didn't bring my wallet. Fuck. Yeah. And you're like, oh, I got it for you. Yeah. Oh, it's right there beside you. And I wouldn't even told her I brought it. I just, what?
Isn't that your wallet right there?
And she's like, what the fuck?
My female 28 sister-in-law, Amy, female 26, always comes to visit from out of town.
Sounds like a bitch. Man, sounds like a bitch. I've never met an Amy where I was like, man, I got good things to say about that person. Amy is my wife's name. All right, continue.
She stays with us instead of a hotel and always wants to go to expensive restaurants. She always conveniently forgets her wallet or comes up with some excuses as to why she can't pay her share. She has implied that since I make much more money than her, I should be the one to pay. No, not my husband should pay, but me specifically. I do make a fair amount of money.
She explained that I make much more money than her, and my much more money pay for food better. That if her much less money pay for food, she no have money to pay for anything. I'm sorry, but that's what it sounds like. And sometimes when people just put in the caveman grammar, I just want to do that. But when you're reading the story, it's easier for me to do it.
That doesn't sound like caveman at all.
Say it.
She has implied that since I make much more money than her, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's... Since I make much more money than her, I make much more. She make much less. So I pay because I got much... I much more... I much more money, she much less money, much no money.
Now you're sounding racist. You're putting an accent in there that you know.
No, there was no accent. It was a caveman accent.
Mm-hmm. There was a ethnicity accent.
There was no ethnic. Continue reading. I'm sorry for interrupting.
I do make a fair amount of money, but not so much that I can treat someone every time they come into town. Nonetheless, in the past, I have just paid the bill and asked her to pay me back.
Damn it, Dylan, with your damn... You're wide. I just stretched my legs and my pants legs came all the way up. And I was like, oh, I got to pull these down because there's a fucking third angle. Keep going.
You're slouching. All right. I have just paid the bill and asked her to pay me back. She never has. She had made a reservation at an extremely expensive restaurant last night, and before we left, I made it clear that I wouldn't be paying her bill. This is where I might be the asshole, and I'll admit I got this move straight from an episode of 2.5 Men. As we were leaving, her and my husband went to the car. I pretended I forgot something and went back inside. I found her wallet sitting right on top of her suitcase. I put it in my purse, and we went to the restaurant. When we were done eating, I asked for separate bills. She said no, we need one bill because she forgot air quotes, her wallet again. I reached in my purse and said, "This wallet?" She was extremely furious. She said that I should not have touched or grabbed her wallet. So, am I the asshole for taking her wallet and bringing it to the restaurant?
Oh, there's updates.
Yeah, this one's got some girth to it.
Fuck yeah. I think husband's going to get upset because he's fucking plowing.
His sister?
Oh, fuck. I thought that was her sister.
No.
And that the husband... Okay, well. Hey, they could be a Lannister.
All right, edit.
Amy, you gotta watch Game of Thrones, dog. So you know when I'm saying stuff like that, you get it.
I've got like 100 different things that I got to keep up with to catch up on all the lore and...
We're doing Welcome to Derry right now, and the writing is so bad.
I'm sorry, I don't have...
The graphics are so good.
I don't have HBO money.
I don't have HBO money either. I have a father-in-law who has an HBO account. And then I create a fucking... so I create an account on his, and they have like Pickle Rick, so the name of the account's just fucking Pickle.
Pickle Rick.
It's a fucking pickle is my account. It's just a pickle. And he was like, "Is that you?" I was like, "How many people have you given the HBO account out to?" Because, I think after a couple, HBO catches on. And he was like, "Oh, just you."
Oh, Disney's a bitch about it now. Because we try to put it here at the office so that when my daughter's here, she can watch Disney. And it's like, you're away from home. And I'm like, motherfucker, like, it's still mine. Like,
right, yeah, I'm paying the subscription for it. Like, what the fuck?
It's not some other person. Like, I'm watching it at home or I'm watching it here. Like, it's mine.
You are now in the late stages of capitalism. Yes, Gotham City. What I say to you is, are you tired of the subscriptions? Yes.
Yes.
What if we put this all on one place and you could connect your TV to a cable and have all of the subscriptions? And it's like, we would fucking, yes, let's plug the cord up. That's a good name for it. We'll plug the cord, and that's how we'll get all the streaming services. They really did have a really good model of going against cable when it was just like Netflix.
Well, yeah, because cable sucked.
Cut the cord. Yeah, it was just like cut the cord. And then it was like, well, now you get nothing unless you pay for this ESPN subscription, Netflix subscription, Paramount, Disney Plus. And there's no longer
Peacock,
a place.
MGM.
Yeah, there's no longer a place. You get all the stuff. We convinced you to take that away. That was like $150 a month. What were you thinking? Now, with all these subscriptions, you're going to be paying $300-$400 a month to get the same kind of content you used to get.
Yeah, kind of. You get more. Definitely more.
Not if you had fucking satellite. You got way more because you could save shit, rewatch shit.
Yeah, but you had to DVR it. Like, it had to be recorded while you were, like, it wasn't.
No, we're talking
just
late.
available.
We're talking like late stages, like satellite. And what's the other one called?
Cable.
No, there's cable, satellite, and then there's another one.
Huh?
There's cable, there's satellite, and there's one more. I forgot what it was called, but you could just save the shows. Like,
Talking about like TiVo.
Not TiVo. I don't know what it's called anymore because it's been so long. All
right, we digress and we continue.
But no, what I'm saying is you could click on a show and save it for later. Like, you could like click on it. Like, not, I mean, I guess it would be TiVo, but it would just like, you didn't have to, like, if you came halfway during the time it was done, you could start it. There were so many things you could do at that point.
Yeah, but still, like, it was like over there. Like, it was, you couldn't just watch something that's coming on, or you couldn't watch like the whole Breaking Bad. You couldn't watch all of like a season of something.
Yeah, I guess.
So it is better, but it's also at the point where they've fractured it so much. Because it used to be like Netflix was the only one.
Imagine if we could boycott shit as people.
No,
like, we could all form ideas and be like, hey, we're going to create change.
No, because then we'd have a country that was put together. And
yeah, we'd have a good country, and there's like, people would be treated fairly. Fuck.
All right. Edit. Amy just called me. She saw the post and she yelled at me for bad-mouthing her on the internet. Honestly, I don't care. Amy, hopefully reading all these comments is a wake-up call for you. Damn, there's so many people on Reddit. I think I could talk so much shit about my friends and family
and
nobody
would ever fucking guess it was me.
No, never.
I could keep their names in as their names. They would never see it.
No. Okay, so some answers to common questions. Why does DH keep letting Amy in? I don't know who DH is.
Darling husband.
Is that what it probably is, yeah. Without getting into too much detail, he has always been expected to pay for nice things for the females in his family. He's also been kind of scammed out of large sums of money by his family. That's slowly being shut down over time, and we're working on shutting down his dinner outings thing.
Good.
He allows...
I used to fucking be the person that gave money to shitty people in my family. And what sucks too is like if he always got, that's one thing, getting fucked out of all your money by the females in your family. You can't even have sex with those. That's the worst. That's the worst. At least
get taken advantage of and get
do the
something
ones where
from
you
it.
can get a morsel of the pussy. So
he allows this because he feels bad that they don't have a lot of money. It's sad, but that's how his family got along for a very long time. Being dishonest about anything and everything to get their hands on some extra money or extra financial help. I could write a book on some of the things I've seen them do over the years. It hasn't been easy to show these people how wrong this is. He has talked to Amy about being cheap, has made come to Jesus talks with her, and genuinely has felt that each next time would be different. We've been in therapy addressing this, and he's learned to set boundaries. This restaurant thing is a boundary that he hadn't yet set. It's hard to set all boundaries all at once when you actually had no clue to know what boundaries were. And okay, so it's hard to set all boundaries all at once when you actually had no clue what boundaries were. I think that's what they meant. And have had no boundaries for years. Does he pay too? We are married. My money is his money. When I mentioned Amy specifies I should pay, I meant more that she specifies since I make good money, we as a whole shouldn't be cheap. What was the point if you ended up paying? There's details missing, guys, because we don't know that.
Get it on track. Put everything in there, ladies. Yeah. God.
What was the point if you ended up paying? I knew Amy wasn't going to pay. She always finds a way not to pay. I went to the restaurant fully expecting to foot the bill. I did this because I saw it on a show and thought it would be funny to do in real life, to be completely honest. The point wasn't really to get her to pay. It was more to show her that the forgot my wallet excuse is getting old. Is Amy banned from visiting? Fortunately, this post turned out to be a good thing. Darling husband has always had it in his head that Amy is a good person and has her reasons for being sneaky and cheap, like I mentioned above. In his head, it's not her fault she is the way that she is. It's the circumstances of their upbringing that cause her to make bad decisions. But seeing Amy's reply to my post and people's responses to Amy has really changed his thinking. That's the first time Amy has outright admitted that she's purposely taking advantage of us. Reading some of the other comments has also been eye-opening for him, so DH has told Amy that she's not welcome here, at least not for a long while. Judgment. Thanks for lots of not the assholes, but I liked one commenter's, sometimes it's okay to be the ass. I think that's exactly what it was here. It was an ass move, but also outweighed by Amy's assholery. Thanks again. This is the end of this. I won't be giving any more updates or comments. Edited to add. There's a comment removed, but here is what Amy's supposed comment said. I won't repost the whole thing word for word since there's some detail that OP doesn't want known, but the gist of it is Amy was bitching that OP would take her own sisters out to restaurants to treat them, that her brother is now cheap because he won't pay for her and her mother's expenses anymore. Also that in their culture, the older sibling always pays, so why can't OP just treat her since she has so much money to waste? I especially like this little gem that Amy wrote. Maybe I am wrong for always forgetting my wallet, but it's not fair that she's always pays for her own sisters, but not for me. She would never take her sister's wallet and embarrass her at a restaurant trying to make her pay. Taking my wallet and sneaking it into the restaurant when she can afford to pay for things is so messed up. Oh, still one more page. Amy concludes her post by saying she hopes people don't think she's an asshole when they learn more about the situation. I would say it's too late for that now, Amy. None of what you said matters. We all still think you're an asshole and a leech. OOP's reply. Wow, I can't. My sisters are in university working their asses off to pay their own tuition, so yes, I treat them occasionally. They don't come to my house expecting me to pay for everything. How much money I earn is not anyone's damn business. How I spend my money is not anyone's damn business. My husband is cheap now because we have a mortgage to pay and a child to take care of. I also didn't have much money to my name at a time in my life, but I never mooched off of anyone or expected anyone to pay my way, not even my own parents. You figure that out on your own. Get the hell off my post and go complain to someone else. Who cares?
Ooh, OP ain't a do nothing bitch. She's like, I'm out here making money, and this bitch always wanna mooch off of. Like to this day, if my family had anything to do with me, I'd be like, hey, you want to go to dinner or something like that? Well, I ain't got money. Well, I didn't ask. If I'm saying, hey, you want to go out to dinner, I'm not asking if you have money. But they were just so fucking every day. Can I have $30, $40, $60? And then I would rather you just ask for money than fucking lie to me. Don't be like, hey, I'm starting a new job tomorrow. You ain't worked a day in your goddamn life.
Yeah.
You don't need work boots. Because then a week later, they'd be asking for money. I'd be like, well, what about the job? Oh, man, I didn't get it.
Oh, I ain't applied for. Yeah, that job.
Oh yeah, the boots. Mr. Squidward, I got the boots. The boots are squeaking. I remember.
Well, see, I think it's all about intent, and like this is the craziest thing. It's like just be a good person. Like it's not that hard. Like don't use people. If you want to go out to eat with somebody, go out to eat with them and expect that you're going to pay for yourself. If they then want to treat you, they treat you, and that's cool. And like, I mean, you can even like hang out with people that treat you a lot, and that's fine. But you best be prepared if they're like separate bills that you pay. It's okay. Like, it's not a big deal.
Let me tell you a funny story. So we were at Outback Steakhouse, and father-in-law, I think it's mine and Amy's birthday. We share a birthday.
So Amy's birthday.
Yeah, so it's Amy's birthday, and he's taking his daughter out and just drug me along. But he gets the bill back, and they had fucked it up. So they had fucked up everybody's food. It was a terrible day. Okay. We're all like, medium rare, and it was like well done. You know what I'm saying? Leather. It was like, look, normally, we're very, very nice about it. The manager was very nice about it. So she comps all those, and then we order our regular food. Well, I guess like the ticket didn't take it off. So when he got the ticket back, it was like $275. And he was just like, so what's happening? Why is it this? Like he almost has a mini heart attack. But then the manager's like, oh, we forgot to take those off. And we're going to make the new ones half off since y'all were nice or some shit like that.
I said I wanted my egg, what is it, over medium.
Yeah, but it was funny still though, because when he first got it, he's just trying to look at it. He was trying to get help from somebody, reach on to something.
Well, I used to just be an asshole that like I would always like fight to pay the bill whenever like I was out with friends or anything like that. I was dating a girl at one point, and like her dad and her uncle used to do that. And like, I mean, they made good fucking money. And I was single, like I didn't have a kid or wife or anything like that. So like I had disposable income. And so like just to be one of the guys, I used to do that. And then I eventually got to the point where I was doing that out with friends where I'd just be like, oh, give me the bill. And I'd sneak off and go pay it. And then when they're like, where's the bill? And I already paid it. But I did it one time.
Oh, such a nice lad.
Dylan
wouldn't snark nobody.
We went out to a pizza place after like spending a day like at a pool or something like that. And there was like 10 or 15 of us, and we went out to eat pizza. And I was like, I'm going to do it. I'd been drinking. And so I was like, yeah, fuck this. And they gave me the bill, and it was like, yeah, it's like $250. I was like, fuck.
That was like the little fucking
the
icy place when
why'd I do that?
Little fuck man that still to this day fucked me up, and I'm so glad everything got resolved because Amy was pissed, boy. I don't think 2 days Judge and Bettis heard this story, but we were at their school. Their school is not a public school, so weird shit happens, and it's just a not fair place. There are families, like lower income families and everything. Everybody's there. Rich families, lower income families.
What is it, like technically like a charter or something?
Kind of like that, I guess.
It's not a private school.
No, it's not a private school. So yeah, I think it's a charter school.
Which is still a public school, but it's not your standard K through 12.
Right, yeah, you got to do like a lottery to get in, yada, yada, yada. So they're doing the end of the year thing. Me and Dylan, we are doing things, okay? We are doing big things.
We're working.
It don't translate to much, okay? It don't translate to good living. So there are kids in my daughter's class. She has friends that do not have the money to get the ices. They're like, I forgot how much they were. They were either $2 or $4. I can't remember. I think they were $4. So I'm like, we'll get their ices. That's my daughter's friends, duh. So we go up to get there, and then a kindergarten class is behind me, and they are telling some of the babies that they're not going to be able to get any ices. Okay, and it hits me in the heartstrings because it's like, oh, why don't we get some?
You realize you're traumatizing that little kid, right?
Right. Like, why bring him the fuck out? Like, God.
Why? I don't deserve an icy.
Yeah, all the other kids are so good, and their parents, and it's fucking me up. So I'm just like, I want to pay for everybody's ices. And he's like, what even the kid behind the fucking, he's like, what do you mean by that, man? He's like, you don't want to do this. Don't do that. He's like, you don't want to do this, brother. You don't know how much it's going to be so much.
You don't look like a rich man.
Yeah, I've seen this before. I see your hair and your beard, man. You don't look like you've got it together. I half think you're on drugs. And I'm just like, I am a little bit, please. Just give me, everybody. And then proceeded to pay, I forgot what, it was like $300 something. And then I get to my wife, and she's like, well, did you pay for the friends? I was like, I paid for everybody. And she's like, you paid for the whole fucking,
all of her friends?
She's like, you paid for the whole fucking class?
No. Like, everybody.
I paid for the whole school. Oh my God. Like, wanted to fucking murder me. She was like, who the fuck do you think you're fucking Mr. Beast out here? You're like, fucking, wow, look at this fucking guy. I got all them. You want people to fucking look at you? I'm like, no, that's not. I don't care about how people look at me.
Look at the babies.
I'm okay being a shit. Look at them little babies down there. And I show her the babies. Like, so at one point she's just like walking with Theo. And she's walking down at the bottom of the school, and then she like comes back up, and a lot of the anger had tapered off because she did go by the kindergarten class, and she saw the little babies eating the ice cream and shit. And she was like, okay, I kind of see why you did it, you stupid motherfucker. I see a little bit of why you fucking did it. And I was like,
we're still broke.
You had me go up there and pay when all the babies were coming up. If this was a bunch of fucking sixth graders, who fucking cares? Like, I don't give a fuck.
Tell your parents to get a job, bro.
You go out and mow some lawn, fucker. Like, go out and do some fucking, dig a hole or something. There's so many ways to get money. Steal from your parents. It's easy. But yeah, it fucked me up, man. I didn't like it.
But you did the right thing, and then it all worked out in the end.
It did. So what had happened was there was enough. Shout out to the fucking some of the parents there. Some of the parents got money, boy. Some of them be lawyers and doctors and shit. And there had been enough classes that paid for extras for other kids to get that they were able to give. What pissed me off though was after finding this out, there were some kids who still didn't get any. And they was like, well, we don't know the actual numbers to be able to. The school is fucked on so many.
You just let all of them eat, and then you figure out what the total bill is, and then find your sponsor that's gonna fucking fill the gap.
But they do so much fuck shit there. It gets on my goddamn nerves. They used to be a very like community based. Now it's just kind of like the school's got to make money because that's what schools are for. No, it's not. Nope. No, it's not. Schools are for educating. They're not making a fucking profit. That's not what it's for. It's rough. It's a rough old time. But I think that's a good little stopping point. Hopefully the next, you know what? I don't think the stories, I think our sexuality brings out the juiciness of the stories. That's where the stories get good. So
that's what we think. We could ask the listeners to weigh in on what their theory is.
Listen to them. No, this is Mike and Dylan show. So sometimes we're going to be very sexual. Sometimes we won't be sexual at all. Sometimes we'll get you moist. Sometimes we'll dry you up.
You did say it 6 times. So
I did. Yeah. Well, listen, how else were they going to know that I was about to bring up cocks, balls, tits, and ass if I did not warn them that I was going to bring up cocks, balls, tits, and ass? Because there's under no circumstance should somebody be exposed to cocks, balls, tits, and ass unless they specifically signed up to be exposed to cocks, balls, tits, and ass. We will see you next time.
Later.